The key to studying more in less time is being able to form knowledge schemas quickly and accurately. So what are schemas? A schema is basically a network of information. When you build a strong schema of knowledge, you're able to see how everything you learn is connected together. Think of schemas like the way that a city might organize its public transport system. You have this network of train stations and bus stations and all these different routes and paths that connect everything together. And ultimately, this transport network lets you get from one location to another location. In the case of learning, each location represents a piece of information or a concept. I often say that it makes your knowledge integrated rather than isolated. And it's this integratedness of knowledge that reflects the level of mastery that we have, the quality of our knowledge. More integrated or connected knowledge usually means a higher level of mastery, which usually means you can use the knowledge for more complex applications, like solving harder or unconventional complex problems. And so the research shows that when you're able to form these knowledge schemas correctly, then it increases your retention and your mastery. And in fact, the reason that top learners are able to be top learners is because when they see those complex problems, they don't just see a problem, they're actually able to pull it apart into each component concept. They know where they need to start, how they connect together, and how they're going to approach solving that problem, as opposed to someone with only a superficial level of mastery, where they may not even know which components and concepts are relevant, or even if they do know, they don't actually know how to connect them together. So forming schemas, super important, but now here's the problem. Forming schemas is hard. And so most people either don't form these schemas, or the schemas they form are of a very low quality, which is exactly why most people struggle to study more in less time without sacrificing the quality of their knowledge. But that's not all. In fact, it's actually even worse than that, because when most people try to study more or cover more content, it actually makes them waste more time than before. And that's because they're taking in more information, but because they're not good at forming these knowledge schemas, their retention of that information is very poor. In fact, it's going to be so poor that within just days or hours or sometimes even minutes after having learned it, they're already starting to forget. And so now we need to spend extra time on just relearning the things that we forgot,